really sure what to expect. And there's a knock on the door. And you say, "Who is it?" And then the door opens. And it's these two guys, and one of them is holding a vacuum cleaner. And they're saying, "Housekeeping, senor, housekeeping." And I go, "I don't need housekeeping. I don't need housekeeping." And then the second guy behind him, pulls out a gun and goes, bang, bang. He shoots me with 2 paint pellets. I go,
"Fuck!" I said, "I never saw that coming."
and one of the instructors says, "If you're in a shithole motel,
In a shithole country.
and 2 people just walk into your room,"
Kill them!
the assassination of Ayman al-Zawahiri, the number 2 in Al-Qaeda.
Oh, yeah.
You know, we shot him with a drone-launched missile, right? The missile had no warhead on it, right? We did that on purpose because we didn't want to kill the women and children inside the apartment. He came out onto the balcony to smoke a cigarette, fired the missile at him. It went completely through his body. A missile went completely through his body, and with no warhead, there was no explosion.
Can you imagine cleaning up that mess?
At the end of the conversation, I go back to the embassy, and I read a cable, and I said,
He's gay. I'm 100% sure he's gay.
"How did you know he was gay?" "Oh, I just..."
It was a vibe.
So, headquarters says,
We want you to pretend that you're gay.
I said, "Oh, come on, you guys. No, we really need the information."
You gotta pretend that you're gay.
I said, "Okay, I'll do it. I'll do it for Uncle Sam."
So,
He says, "Why don't you come over to my place some night and I'll make dinner?" I said, "Great." So I go over to his place, he made a lovely dinner. And then I thought, well, I have to invite him to my place. So I told my wife, "You're gonna have to,
get out.
So she left. I made dinner. I removed all the pictures of us together. And we had just gotten married. So we had our wedding picture up and everything. At the dinner,
He leaned in to kiss me.
and I instinctively backed off. And he said, "Oh my God, I'm sorry."
I thought you're gay.
And I said, "Oh no, I am.
Gay. I'm not into hairy guys.
It's not like it is in the James Bond movies, where everybody's like, wow, right on top of their game.
Yeah.
No, there are a lot of dopes. I was just telling a friend of mine yesterday, we were getting ready to go on, this is the honest to God's truth, we're getting ready to go on a raid in Pakistan. We're going to raid an Al-Qaeda safe house. And I remember saying, where's Chris? "Oh, Chris couldn't come." I said, "What do you mean he couldn't come?" "Well, that's why he's here." No, it turned out Chris
beat his wife, so we
have this rule, if you get caught beating your wife, you can't carry a gun. When I first arrived in Pakistan, a colleague picked me up at the airport and he said, "Oh, we put you in the Marriott." And I said, "The Marriott? Are you out of your minds?"
If they're gonna blow up one place, what's it gonna be?
"It's going to be the Marriott." I said, "I'm not staying in the Marriott." So I stayed there the first night, and then they moved me into this little 16-room guest house owned by a Pakistani family.
6 weeks later, they blew up the Marriott and killed 156 people.